Are you tired of spending thousands of dollars for classes that you'll never use in your career? Are you worried about finding a job after you get your degree? What if you could have a true direct path to whatever job you want for less time and typically less money? Now, this isn't a new idea and it's not a scheme. The reality of it is that trade schools and job certificates are a common thing in most countries for far more than just plumbers and paramedics. The idea of trade school structure is something attainable and a reliable way to get your foot in the door to the job you want as soon as you're ready. I know, none of you want to invest time and energy into classes you have no interest in, and some of you are probably like me in that I find it hard to motivate myself to learn material I don't think I'll need or use in my everyday life. This is why having this educational structure is so beneficial to create more driven and focused students who can see a direct link to their educational efforts and their futures. It sounds too good to be true, right? Let me explain how it isn't. One typical college course hour costs the average American $594, according to studentloanhero.com. It takes about 120 course hours to complete a bachelor's degree in America. This total comes to around $71,000 for any field of study at a four-year college, no matter the degree specialty. According to smartasset.com, the average bachelor's degree earned worker will make just over $59,000 a year. That means it's going to take over a year of consistently working in your job before you even break even on the money you invested in your career. With those 120 credit hours, it is said that a whopping 22 of them are considered excess credits in an associate's degree alone. That's about $13,000 for classes that you don't actually need to do well in your job. And if you need 60 credits for an associate's broken up into 4 semesters, that's about 4 months of your time, assuming you're a full-time student, being spent on learning things you will never use again to put food on your table, according to a 2017 study done by Complete College America. This study also displays that although only 120 credit hours are required for this type of degree, the average student will take anywhere from 133 to 137 hours and an additional 7 to 13 months of full-time education. Since I've been having fun talking about the cost of things, I'll just tell you that's another $8,000 to $10,000 to tack onto your $71,000 basic four-year education. $80,000 invested into an education where you will take over a year and a half to break even on finances, if you're lucky enough to get hired in today's job market, because with our current standard education structure, no one is guaranteed a job just for completing their degree. Trade schools, on the other hand, are designed to set students up for the rest of their lives. As an example, home inspectors make on average $50,000 to $64,000 a year and go to school for 3 to 4 weeks learning the ins and outs of their career field. In fact, there are over 30 million jobs available in the US currently who earn on average more than $54,000 a year without a bachelor's degree. The average cost of trade school education comes to around $33,000 total, a fraction of the price leading colleges offer for a degree. And although trade jobs are currently limited in diversity, this could easily change for many career fields, especially now that America is struggling to find the best mode of education in our current society during the pandemic. So why haven't we been talking about this more? What makes us lean towards traditional college, and is it even really necessary? Well, according to Deputy Executive Director of Advanced Career and Technical Education, Kate Kramer explained it best when she stated that people are going to college without a plan, without a career in mind, because the mindset in high school is just go to college, which is part of the reason we have such a deficit today. The truth of the matter is that our current education system has been unchanged since the 1970s, and we are no longer addressing the career fields and learning tools relevant to today's needs. Trade schools and certificates have been viewed historically as lesser to a traditional four-year college, but with little statistical evidence that it's more beneficial than the less ventured, more secure alternative that is trade school. If trade schools were more vastly considered, there would be an increase in job security. Career training could be attained at a significantly lower cost and with less time constraints than the traditional higher education plan that we as a society have been encouraging younger generations to pursue for years. I would like to encourage anyone who is looking for higher education to first research trades or certificates to achieve their goals before making the dive into a more broad education system.